Hi, girls. Happy Wednesday. I just wanted to hop on here and do our first team call just to kind of go over some of the basic things and I was hoping to answer any questions that you guys had. Um, so, first of all, to start off, you girls are about 3 weeks, almost a month into your new program. I believe all of us have started with the Morning Meltdown 100. So way to go. I hope you guys are all loving it. It's totally different than anything I've done, and it's really surprised me at how much I love it and I'm enjoying it. So good job on that. And one of the things that, like I think is best, or most people think is like the best route to take, is to start on your own program or commit to a program and start your journey. And then once you start your journey, you're sharing your journey with your friends, with your family, with your coworkers, with your Facebook or Instagram community. You're just sharing your results that you're getting, what you're loving about it. And this isn't saying that you have to like bleed Beachbody by any means. Eventually, like if you take your shake to work in your Shakeology cup, people are going to ask you like, what are you doing? What are you drinking? So just like be looking out for opportunities like that to share what you've been doing, what you've been up to. So the first thing I wanted to touch on is the coach mentorship. My coaches, Jim and Kelsey, created that self-paced coach mentorship. The goal is to really try and get through it within the first month. I mean, really within the first few weeks. That way you really have like a good gauge and an idea on like what you should be doing to move your business forward, how you should be getting started, what simple steps you can be taking. It's on the Thinkific site, and I've posted it in our team message thread before. You can scroll back up and find it. It's Conquer Nation, or I can't remember what the password is, but I posted it in there. So I really, that's like a mandatory thing you guys got to do. I'm working on creating my own, but for now, that's the one I went through, and I learned everything I needed to learn. And then whatever I felt like I didn't, I got off of YouTube trainings, which are everywhere. So really, I wanted to stress the importance of getting through the coach mentorship. Second exciting thing is I have created our coach team page. Team Persevere. I sent you all a request on Facebook. Some of you guys aren't really on Facebook that often. I really want to encourage you to check in at least once a week with that page just to see what's new, what's up, and just to kind of keep that communication open between us. That's going to be a page where I post updates on what's happening with the team. I'll share recognition, introduce new coaches, and then that's just a place where anybody can go to ask questions or share what they're doing or share an invite that they are sending out that's seeming to get a lot of traction. That's like our little community. And then the other thing, I think that we're going to have team calls once a month. So I will put a team calendar in our team page on Facebook, and the date will be on there set. I will always try to record the meetings, but I would really love it if you girls could take half hour out of your night once a month to hop on these team calls. It's just really, it's good to like have that community and to be able to like ask questions as they come up. And I just want to see your faces. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about today is you have 5 more days left in the month. And I wanted to really encourage the use and the leverage of your promo codes. I know that you're new to inviting, and that probably feels really foreign to you. I remember being really intimidated to send out invites when I first started. And it was one of those things that I was told, like, you just have to do it. It's one of the main parts of your business. And people don't just usually come out of the woodwork and ask you if they can join you. It's just not how it goes, unfortunately. Sometimes it happens like that, and it's really nice when you get those little gifts every now and then. But for the most part, it's you going in, making connections with people, building relationships, finding your tribe of people, your type of people, in your niche, and people who you would like want to do this with. And really just like building up those connections with them and shooting an invite out. Just like I posted in the message thread, I'm just a really easygoing, like no pressure invite, just to say, hey, thanks so much for following me on here, supporting my journey. If you're interested in joining me, I'd love to have you, kind of a thing. No pressure if it's not your thing, but always, like, basically always just plan on hearing a no or a ghosting when people don't respond to you. That's what ghosting is. Because oftentimes people will see your message and they might not be at a place where they're ready to commit yet. And give it time. The other bonus about sending out messages to all of your followers is that when you get in their inbox, your stories show up first to them. So if you're posting in your stories that you're drinking your Energize and getting your workout in and sharing how you're feeling about your workout afterwards and sharing like day-to-day life, like these people, basically your followers get to know you through your stories. Your stories is like everyday, day-to-day life, your routine, the funny moments that happen during the day, the crazy moments that happen. People love watching other people's lives. And I know it's kind of like a weird concept at first, but you'll have people watching and you'll think, well, why would anybody want to watch me? Trust me, they do. Most of you guys have all followed me and watched my stories, and I used to think the same thing, like who would want to follow me? So I would encourage you to post in your stories at least 4 or 5 times a day, just sharing bits and pieces of your day. And then when you send out messages to all of your followers, you get in their inbox, and Instagram recognizes that as like you're connecting with them. And so Instagram wants to show them more of your stuff. So if you're making posts on Instagram, your posts are going to show up in their feed. If you're making stories, your stories are going to show up first. And I think there's some quote or some statistic that says somebody has to see something 7 to 10 times before they'll actually buy it. So don't count on a yes right away. But we always say that those first few invites that you send out that are like a couple months spaced out are planting seeds for these people. And then in the mix of all these invites, you're engaging with them, you're talking with them, you're commenting on their posts, you're complimenting their family or whatever it may be. So again, just like building those relationships. So there's what's called a warm market and a cold market. And your warm market is like your friends, your family, your coworkers, the people that know, love, and trust you. And your cold market are these people that are following you on Instagram that you may not really know that well, that don't really trust you, but have maybe mutual friends or people that you really don't know that started following you. So you really want to work on inviting your warm market first, while you're warming up your cold market, if that makes sense. So while you're engaging with your cold market and getting to know more people and engaging with more people and building that trust up, you're sending invites out to your warm market. Hey, I just started this program. Just want to know if this is something you might be interested in. I'd love to have you join me. That kind of a thing. For anybody this month who uses those promo codes, if you use one, you get one next month. If you use all 3, you get all 3 next month. And so I would really encourage you, if you have like a mom or a sister, like I know Amanda signed up her mom under her, and it's really cool because her mom is a veteran. So she actually is a discount coach underneath Amanda. And her mom doesn't have to pay the $15 monthly coach fee. She didn't have to pay the starter fee for the coaching. But Amanda reached out to her mom, was like, hey, do you want to do this with me? Amanda also has a friend who's doing it with her that she got to do it with her. So way to go, Amanda. But those are the people who know, love, and trust you. And you can always just address it as like, hey, I would love like to have some more accountability. Is this something you might want to do? Or you want to join me like doing these workouts? They're really fun or whatever. So be inviting your warm market, your family, your friends, your coworkers, whoever. And you don't have to be super salesy. Just be like, hey, I started this thing and I'm really loving it. Is this, I got given 3 codes and it's like on sale already. Do you want to do this with me? So that's a really good way to get started. I just sent out like 32 invites before I hopped on the call. It only took me 15 minutes or so because, as you're engaging with these people on your Instagram, they're showing up more in your feed. And one of the things that I do, wonder if I can show you. Let me look and see. So say I have a girl that I've been commenting on, engaging with, liking her posts. If you go to her post, see if I can do this here. Okay. Well, in the bottom right, there's like a little bookmark ribbon. If you click that, it's going to save those people to an album. So oftentimes I'll just like go through scroll Instagram, like liking and commenting and engaging with people. And the people that I feel like I connect with that I would really like to have join me, I just click that little ribbon, that bookmark. And then when I'm ready to go invite, I'll just go through, let's see. This is so tricky. Okay, so you go to your Instagram page. I wonder how I can do this. Okay, there we go. You go to your Instagram page and you go to the 3 dots in the corner, or the 3 lines. And then somewhere in there, in that list, that pull down list of things, it's going to say saved, and it's going to have that same symbol. And if you clicked on saved, it's going to go through all of those pictures. It's going to have them bookmarked and saved. So you just click on that picture, and then you click on that person's name, and you just shoot them an invite. You go back to your thing, you shoot the next person an invite, and so forth. So I just bust out like 32 in like 10 or 15 minutes, and like 3 or 4 people already messaged back saying they're interested. So the thing is like, if you want to grow your business, and that's my goal for you girls, is to start earning an income right away. I want you girls to start seeing the fruit with your warm market while you're working on your cold market, while you're learning all there is to learn about coaching. I want you to start seeing some of that success. And so the best way to do that is just to start before you're ready. I know it's going to be uncomfortable. I know it's going to seem weird, but honestly, like, don't get emotionally attached to it, and don't emotionally get attached to like a no. Like if you hear a no, don't be like, okay, I'm never doing this again. It's okay. Like probably all of you have said no to me once or like 3 times, and that's okay, because when you think about it, like weight loss and fitness and eating healthy, that's like a very personal decision. It's a very personal experience, and oftentimes there's a lot of insecurity and a lot of like background issues linked and tied in with that. So just because you send one invite out to somebody and say, hey, do you want to join me? And they're going to be like, no, like, you don't know my problems. I'm not ready to join you. Like, no way. But then they're going to start watching your stories. Then they're going to start looking at your posts, and then they're going to be thinking about it. And you're going to have planted that seed, and then they're going to think about it, and they're going to think about it. And the next time that they feel like they're ready, or maybe the next time you shoot an invite out, they're going to be like, you know what? I think I am ready. Send me some more information. Or I just recently had a girl come over. I invited her like a year ago, and she finally reached out to me because she's been watching my stories, and she said, hey, it's really hard for me to reach out to you because, basically I'm like ashamed of like how far I've let myself go, but it's time for a change. And I really appreciate you reaching out to me like a year ago, and I'm sorry I never responded, but I'm ready now. And so you just never know. And it took her being ready. And the first person she thought of was me. And she came to me and was like, hey, I know you invited me a while ago and I'm sorry I didn't respond, but I'm ready now. And so just remember that it's like a very personal thing and it's a them thing, not a you thing. So don't be intimidated to send out those invites. Don't be intimidated to invite these girls to be the best version of themselves, because truly, like, what we have to offer is a gift. Just think about yourself and like your journey and like how much better you feel, creating these good habits of working out and eating better, and this community that we're part of. Like, this is a gift that we have to give to people. And so I would just really encourage you to get out of your comfort zone and start sending out those invites. Um, if you, I was going to create, somehow I'm going to figure out how to create a video on how to send a share a cart. A share a cart is a cart that you build for that person, linked to their email with their first and last name, and which pack they want, like a starter pack, the challenge pack. So most of you all signed up with the Morning Meltdown 100 challenge pack. You got your Shakeology or your performance supplement stack with it. So that's like a pack, that link that I sent you girls, that's a share a cart. And so I will be posting a link on, or a video on how to build one of those to send out to somebody. And my goal is to give you girls everything that I have, all the content I have. I want to make this like really duplicatable for you girls. And that's how this business is. It's just getting the invite out, getting the information out, and getting them plugged in. And then once you get them plugged in, then it's like, okay, let's like keep building on this. So I will always share everything that I'm doing and everything that I have, like graphics or information or invites that are working, or videos on how to, like, I'll always share that with you girls so that you're always in the loop. And if you ever have any questions, of course, feel free to text me, message me, or whatever. I'm here for you. So that's pretty much all I had for today. I'll be posting this in the team page. Make sure you just drop any questions you have below in the comments, because if you have a question about something, chances are the other girls probably do too. So don't be afraid to ask, and just comment done at the bottom when you've watched this. I hope you girls have a really great night.